So I've created this video for all you new homeschool moms out there that have multiple kids and you're trying to figure out what are you going to do with your children that's between the ages of 3 and 5. Like while you're homeschooling your older child, what can you do with the younger ones, right? And so right here, I have collected up most of the resources that I have here for those different age ranges. Now, I've been homeschooling from the very beginning. It's been about 8 years now. I have 6 kids. My oldest is 10 and my youngest is 1. So I have had a lot of 3 to 5 year olds over this time period. Now, in this video, I probably will categorize things based off of books, things that's more of a logic or learning, and different puzzles. So let's begin. So my first category is books. Now, I have separated them in between books that are great photographs, that nonfiction books that are huge and they have real life pictures in them. Kids that are not able to read yet, and even kids that are able to read, but we're talking about 3 to 5 years old, they're gonna love books like this because look how pretty these pictures are. And then there's so many. This book is very thick, so they can't possibly get through it like very quickly. And is the rule of thumb is to pick a topic that you know they are absolutely like in love with, like this train book. My daughter at the time that I got this book, my oldest daughter, she was like 6 or 7. And so she was into trains, and all my kids were into trains, so they're younger siblings. And so these books have great photographs in them, and this is something that they can just flip through and look at on a couch or near you while you're teaching your older kids their homeschooling lessons. And then books that are more interactive, like maybe they have different textures in it that they can feel, or different lift the flats. These are all awesome too, because it's like they get to discover something. It's not just the flat pages. And so that's it for my category of book. This is the next category, is all about puzzles. Now, depending on your child's abilities, you have different types of puzzles. Some will be a lot more challenging, like these over here with the little bodies are more for a 5-year-old, and one that has been using puzzles for a while. And then these are more for a 3-year-old too, because it's one huge one huge piece that they have to fit in there. And then these are like for the mid-range. This is for a younger child too, or a child that hasn't used puzzles before. The cool thing with these puzzles on this side, they're all just 3 pieces, and they have cool, they're fruit. These are cool because they're real life pictures or photographs, and so they're learning as well. So you can talk to them about, oh, look at the little turtle, it's a green little turtle, and figure out where it goes, and the shark and the dolphin. Now, again, I have moved so many times. We have lost pieces along the way. Like this is just, I don't know, this is sad. We're missing basically all of them, but they're probably somewhere around the house, honestly, in the toys. But hopefully you do not keep your puzzles like this and they stay together. But they have real life pictures on them. And so since they're one piece, it's easier. And honestly, what my kids used to do, and sometimes they still do, they would set them up, prop them up, and use them like little toys as well. So these are great. We have used these for like human body unit studies, and because as you go deeper, it shows the different, well, on the side you can see. So it goes from the body with clothes on it to skin to the muscles to the arteries and veins down to the skeleton. And I have the boy and the girl. And then here is a puzzle of all the lowercase letters, because when you're teaching your child how to like phonetics or just how to read, you start with the lowercase because those are the letters that they're going to see most often. So I finally found a puzzle that had just the lowercase letters in it, and it's very colorful and cute. So puzzles like this. And so that is our puzzle category. So here is all my logic-based activities. On this side, you can see this is just math. It's counting. So they can put the little numbers in here to match it up, and then it comes with a little bag of all these little dials, and so they can just put the dials in there. These are puzzles, but the puzzles are different pieces that they have to be able to fit together. So that's why I put it in this logic category. This is this magnetic board, and so they just move the little beads around, and this is a magnet. The cool thing with this is it comes with these little cards, and the cards have the letters on it, or it has different patterns on it, and so the child can put the patterns on it. I haven't forced my kids to do that, but this is supposed to do that. Or at the bottom, it has the different numbers, and so they can put in like 1, B, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it also has the colors. So you can say 1 pink, 2 black, 3 gray, and they can put that in there. So this is more of a learning and logic based thing, and then this little card goes in this little slot right there, so they can see the thing that they're supposed to do. So you turn it this way, but I still have it in the packet. I'm gonna skip this for now, then go to this. So these are these little beads, and the beads, you can have them categorize it by maybe counting or to match up the colors, because the colors do match up with the little muffin cups. You can do it like that, and they can just pick it up with their hands, or you can have them use like this little wooden spoon or the little pincher. And I feel like it came with maybe 2 other different tools that they can use to pick up the little beads. So this is fine motor skills and logic. Along with that, it does have these little cards with patterns on different sides. Now, the cool thing with the cylinder blocks, just like any Montessori tool, is the fact that it's self-edit, or it's self-corrected. So the child, when you're taking this out, you're not going to give them all of these at the same time, but it'll be like this on the table. And so they will quickly see this doesn't fit in here, okay? Like if they try to shove this in there, it's not going to fit in that hole. And so once it slides in there easy, they already know. That's the great thing about even regular puzzles, you know. Now here I have different activities that are just fun activities. This is a magnetic little game, a little activity where you're dressing up the little girl. They have different magnetic pieces of even her shoes. Also, they have cards that you can give you ideas of different things you can, different outfits you can make. That's really cool, and I like games, activities like this that they can reuse over and over. So this is great. You have a daughter, and I'm sure they probably have some that is for a little boy, like a little boy on here, however. And then this leads to other types of reusable things. I'm sure you guys all know the Melissa and Doug. These things are really cool. I got this earlier this year, and it has different little backgrounds, and they can add these reusable stickers. We kind of just push them in there because the only thing I don't like, these things can definitely get lost, but you know, you can create your scene however you would like, and they have multiple different scenes in there. Perfect. What's this one? A train or like a bus scene. And this is huge, so of course you can lay this out on the table. And then they have the smaller ones. And I got this for when we were, I think we're moving or had a road trip or something. So for my son, who loves cars. So again, it's the same thing. They have, I think this one only had a couple of scenes though, maybe 2. And so again, they can add the reusable stickers on it. Now, a little activity that I've created, like a kind of like I shouldn't say I created, but that you can do. You don't have a large budget.
Yeah, now get another
take
one.
some pipe cleaners and one of these colanders, and have your child stick the pipe cleaners in the colander. Okay. And that's a little activity. So there you have it. Those are all the resources that I have to show you of the ages of 3 to 5 years old, of different activities. We have puzzles and different books and even logic games or logic activities. But maybe you don't have a child that's between 3 to 5, or you have a child that's 3 to 5 and then you have a child that's between 1 and 2 like I do. Stay tuned because I'm going to make a video on activities that you can do for those ages as well. And I will see you guys next time.